Hello, Internet. This is Jankness Unchained. I'm Chris,
And I'm Kyle.
and today we've got a brand new box of the new Magic set, Hour of Devastation. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Alright, we're going to be opening this for you today. But we're only going to be opening 30 packs. It's a 36 pack box, but we're only going to be opening 30 packs. But don't worry, tune in next episode, and we got a special plan for the other 6 packs. So let's get into it. I'm impatient. Let's go.
Yep.
Chop, chop.
I love that factory seal
What is
smell.
Hold on, hold on.
Yep. That factory smell.
Yep. Smells like money.
It smells like money. You know what? Just to be fancy. Just to be fancy.
You're getting way too fancy with this stuff, man.
I don't care.
Getting way too
Be
fancy.
fancy.
So let's grab out these stacks here.
Mm-hmm.
And fuck that box.
Alright.
Alright.
Well, these stayed at the bottom. These can be 3 of the ones that get exiled for the next episode.
Alright, and I'll choose these 3. So let's put these off to the side and open the pack, man. Let's go.
Let's go.
See, we're only going to be doing basically just the sauce kind of style. So we're going straight to the uncommons, rares, foils if possible, mythics.
Alright.
So what we got?
Let's see. Magrama. Yeah, I like, personally, these are uncommons I like. The Gideon's Defeat, which is basically exile target white creature that's attacking or blocking. If it's Gideon, you gain 5 life.
That's like really strong and limited play, I would think.
Yep. Let's see. The rare. We got Ramanap Hydra. So, gotta get used to that. But Vigilance, Reach, and Trample gets +1/+1 as long as you control a desert. It gets +1/+1 as long as there's a desert in your graveyard.
You got a foil.
Yep, we got a foil. Merciless Eternal. It's an uncommon foil. Affleck 2. Gotta get used to the fact that the camera's aiming down here.
This is our first episode, so just give us a little bit. It'll get better.
Now, in all honesty, I think Afflict is pretty dang cool with the fact that if it becomes blocked, defending player loses 2 life.
Yeah, that is actually pretty cool.
Yep, and then discard card, gets +2/+2, and we got our fluff.
Alright. This is the first pack of Hour of Devastation that I'm opening. I actually really know nothing about the set. I wasn't too excited about Amonkhet, and therefore I really haven't kept track of anything in Hour of Devastation. Recently we got into Commander, so I'm kind of hoping that we find some really interesting Commander stuff going on here. So let's just go right over to our uncommons. We got Gideon's Defeat again. Claim to Fame. That's an interesting one. I don't know how playable it is, but Dune Diviner. And our rare is Scavenger Grounds. Land, desert, tap to add a colorless. 2 and tap, sacrifice it, exile all cards from all graveyards. That's a commander thing right there. That's going in my deck.
Well, plus, as we saw with the rare from mine, deserts are going to be a big thing in this. Oh, plus you got a full art land.
Yep, full art forest.
Right.
Not foil though, so kind of trash, right?
Still, full arts are nice. Fancy lands to have and all that fun stuff. But, alright. Not a lot of nice deserts. Alright, here we go. Got an uncommon land. Hashtag Oasis. Tap for a colorless, pay 1 life. You get a green. And sacrifice target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Okay. Let's see. Tenacious Hunter. And Ramanap Ruins. It's basically the red uncommon desert. And our rare. Reason to Believe. Scry 3. Aftermath, look at the top card of your library. Well, scry 3 for 1. That's actually pretty damn good, even if the second effect is not as good.
That's playable.
Look at the top card of your library. You may put it on the battlefield of its creature. If you don't, put it in the... I mean, Believe is not as good for being a 1 green and 4.
Yeah.
But a scry 3 for 1, that's really good.
Yeah, I don't think that's like top tier playable, but that's definitely playable kitchen table at least.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Just the sauce. Let's go. We've got Razaketh's Right. I really can't stand it when they print stuff that you can barely pronounce anyhow. Chandra's Defeat.
Oh, figures you get the Chandra's Defeat.
Yeah.
Something y'all will learn in this channel is Chandra's basically his girl. Like, that's pretty much it. Chandra is his girl.
I'm just going to have to keep this one because it has Chandra on it. Eternal of Harsh Truths and Abandoned Sarcophagus. 3 artifact. You may cast non-land cards with cycling from your graveyard. Oh man. If a card with cycling was put in the graveyard from anywhere and it wasn't cycled, exile it instead.
Interesting.
That's not half bad actually. And remember too that I play a lot of Eternal formats. I play Modern and Legacy and now Commander. So that seems like it might have a place.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get an actual recording of one of our Commander games soon, but you'll see that we go kind of crazy on exiling.
Yeah, I got a lot of graveyard hating my stuff.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Yes. And personally, I will look forward to looking through all this fluff later on, just to see if we get anything good. Alright, let's see. Unconventional Tactics. Our creature gets +3/+3 on its flying until end of turn. Whenever a zombie enters the battlefield under control, you may pay 1 white. If you do, return Unconventional Tactics from your graveyard to your hand. And personally, I gotta show this just because I like the art on this. This is literally a line of zombies walking off a plank. Like, look at that, it's just great. Alright. Crypt of the Eternals, that's a good try land. And, let's see, Dagger of the Worthy. And our rare, Champion of Wits. When Champion of Wits enters the battlefield, you may draw cards equal to its power. If you do, discard 2 cards. And then it's got Eternalize, which turns it into a 4/4 black zombie when it's dead. Basically a bomb on steroids.
And you got a Full Art Mountain, which I'm just going to go ahead and claim right now because red is my jam. Alright, we're still looking for that invocation. Hopefully could this be a 4 invocation box? Could I just be insane? Could I be talking out my butt? I have no clue. Let's find out.
More than likely.
We haven't gotten a mythic yet though, so let's...
Nope.
Sunset Pyramid. Accursed Horde, sorry. Riddle Form. And Kefnet's Last Word is our rare. 2 and 2 blue, sorcery, gain control of target artifact, creature, or enchantment. Lands you control don't untap during your next untap step. That's a hell of a drawback. Well, alright. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. I'm not a blue player, so I already kind of have a bias, but I don't know how I feel about this Kefnet's Last Word.
Hey, you're a burn player, you can't say much.
Yeah, I'm just a dirty, degenerate burn player. So what we got?
Alright, let's see. Bloodwater Entity. Stiffer Worm. Torment of Scarabs. I showed this card to him last night because I had pulled a Fatback, and this is a very beautiful enchant player. At the beginning of enchanted player's upkeep, player loses 3 life unless he or she sacrifices a non-land permanent or discards a card.
See, that's not bad. In
No.
Commander 1v1, that's really not bad.
No, it's a nice, those player curses are nice. And we got a legendary white.
Oh.
The Jeru with Eyes Open, legendary human warrior Vigilance. When he enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a Planeswalker card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your library. Its source would deal damage to a Planeswalker you control, prevent 1 of that damage.
Is that basically just a automatic go-in for any Super Friends deck?
Yeah,
I think that pretty much is that.
Yep, and then I got a foil, Steadfast Sentinel. They're common. It's a 2/3 white. Full land swamp. And some fluff.
See, I'm just hoping for the foil Full Art Mountain, because that would go awesome in my Modern Naya deck.
He's just trying to pimp that deck out now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pimp it out now.
His dog.
So we got Jason's Defeat as our first uncommon. We got a foil. River Hoopy. Hoopo. Weird bird thing. If near Deadlands. And Chaos Maw. is our rare. 5 and 2 red. Creature Hellion 6/6. When Chaos Maw enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to each other creature. That's really not bad and limited. Foil Mountain. There we are. I'm just claiming that. Look at that. Look at that prettiness.
Yeah.
You can see it? That Foil Mountain. Old Bolus Daddy back there in the background, just doing his thing.
Love, 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 love. Alright, Fervent Paincaster. Consigned to Oblivion. Overcome. Ooh, seems like an interesting rare. Imminent Doom. When Imminent Doom enters the battlefield with a Doom counter on it, whenever you cast a spell with converted mana cost equal to the number of Doom counters on Imminent Doom, Imminent Doom deals that much damage to target creature or player, then put a Doom counter on Imminent Doom.
So does that comes in with Doom counters?
Yes.
So things like Doubling Season would work really well against for
Yes.
that. But then you've got, what was that white card that was in the set?
Oh, the one, I don't remember what it was called.
Serendipity
something
or
like that.
Serenity, something, but basically like
Prevents
you
all
can't get
counters.
counters, it prevents counters.
Mm-hmm.
So
That would be the
natural
total one doing
foil
it.
to that, I guess. That's interesting. It seems like this set really likes counters. And I don't know, like I said, I don't really know much about the set, but from what I'm seeing, and especially in the commons, it likes counters for some reason. Okay, Bloodwater Entity. Imaginary threats. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have every single day. Bane Whip Punisher. And Dream Stealer is our rare. 2 and a black, creature, human wizard, 1/2 with menace. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards that many cards, and it has Eternalized 4 and 2 black. Not bad.
Alright. Let's see if this Bolus pack will actually get some. I'd love to pull Bolus out of a Bolus pack.
And I like how every single pack that I've opened has had tokens.
Yeah.
There used to be way too few tokens opened in packs, I feel. So I like this.
Alright. And I think we have almost all of the Super Friends defeat, because I pulled Nissa's defeat.
Oh, jeez.
Yep, destroy target forest, green enchantment, or green plants. Wow, this one actually takes down basically everything Nissa loves. The plants and the enchantments. And then, but, unlike the others, if they destroy her, you don't get life or anything, you just draw a card. Interesting. Sunset Pyramid, Vizier the Anointed, and Grind to Dust. Put a -1/- counter on up to 2 target creatures, and exile any number of target creatures with -1/- counters on it.
So that basically just automatically goes in my black-white commander. Yep, that just goes in. It's just there.
Yep, and then we got a foil, common foil, open fire, deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Nice little art on it though. Basic land and token.
So yeah, talk about commander. I'm the guy that's running black and white commander with Damnation, Wrath of God. I'm trying to get an Armageddon off of him. I just don't want you to ever have creatures, period.
Yeah.
So that, I don't really have that many win conditions, but as long as you don't have creatures, I think I'm good.
Yeah, he says this, he's the guy with 1 commander deck. I've already got like 3.
Yeah.
But I like making decks. It's one thing I really like doing, even if my decks aren't like amazing.
Yeah, and like with me, I like perfecting one deck, I feel. That's the reason I only run Naya Burn in Modern. I only run my build of Legacy Burn, and right now I'm only running the black-white commander with Comball as my commander. Alright.
I can't say anything in Modern, I use Swan Hunt.
Yeah, I got this guy to build Swan Hunts.
Yeah, that's my Modern deck.
It's a very interesting deck to play against Naya Burn. Okay, so we got Downfall,
Did we ever do
or
that?
Doomfall. Doomfall for our rare, or uncommon. Struggle to Survive, Devotee of Strength, and our rare is Hour of Devastation. 3 and 2 red, sorcery. All creatures lose indestructible until end of turn. Our Devastation deals 5 damage to each creature and each non-bolus planeswalker. That's pretty strong.
Yeah.
I like that. And we got a full art planes.
Nice.
And a warrior token. We still haven't hit any of the gods. We haven't gotten any mythics. We haven't.
I know.
No foil rares, have we?
We still got a lot left, but let's see, bunch of fun little commons. All right, so first uncommon is different than all the others so far. We got farm and market. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature. Aftermath. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. That ain't bad. We got Liliana's defeat. Like I said, we pretty much got all the defeats. And we got a legendary red mythic. So, first mythic.
First mythic, huh?
First mythic.
Alright.
Alright, Nahid the Eternal. Legendary zombie minotaur warrior. Afflict 3. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, add 1 red mana for each 1 life your opponent has lost this turn.
Not bad.
That is pretty nice. And he's only 2 red and 3. That's actually not bad for a legendary. Plus, the fact is, if you can get him to be very aggressive, you get a lot of mana up for your second main. And then again, he'd be really good to pair with burn spells because it's any life they lost that turn, I think.
Yeah.
It doesn't specifically say combat damage, just says life lost this turn.
Yeah, at the beginning, yeah. I could back this up with burn spells and end up adding whatever amount of red to my mana pool.
Yeah. That means you can pop out something extra larger. And
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. 9 mana, go.
Exactly. Well, we finally got a mythic at least. Because the Jeru wasn't a mythic, he was just a rare.
See, we're looking for Bolus Father. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
I think we might have a foil in this pack. Doomfall, Resolute Survivors, Unraveling Mummy, the Locust God. There's our first god.
Yeah.
And it's a good one.
It's actually one I wanted too.
4 blue and a red. It's a 4/4 legendary creature god with flying. Whenever you draw a card, create a 1/1 blue and red insect creature token with flying and haste. 2, and you can pay 2 blue and a red. Draw a card, then discard a card. When Locust God dies, return it to owner's hand at the beginning of next end step. I really like.
How they changed the gods like that?
Yeah. So, are we getting in there?
There you go.
There, kind of.
Good.
It's not a foil, but
yeah. And you got
I like
another
that.
full art land.
Yep. So there's our second mythic of the box.
That's right.
Still looking for Bolus. We're still looking for. What are even the money cards in this set? Do you know?
Most people don't seem to know right now because last I keep looking at it, everybody's been freaking out because cards have either been going too low or too high for what they were expecting of them.
Well, I mean, and technically right now we're only on Friday, July 14, so today is release day for the set. They had the pre-release last weekend.
Yeah.
So we'll start seeing the secondary market pick up in the next week or
And
two.
I know Bolus, they're trying to make Bolus go around about $30 right now.
Yeah, but they always do that.
Yeah, I know.
With like free sales, they always do that.
Got another Crypt of Eternals, another nice, 3-colored land. Inferno Jet, deal 6 damage to target opponent. Sunscourged Champion, Human Wizard, and let's see, our rare, Leave to Chance. Return any number of target permanents you own to your hand. Aftermath, discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. And we got a kitty and a swamp.
Alright, where's that invocation at? Where is it at? Come on. Let's do this. Our first uncommon, Appeal to Authority. Sand Strangler. Saving Grace, and Apocalypse Demon. I love black demons and magic, man. I gotta tell you, I love them. 4 and 2 black. It's a flying Apocalypse Demon. Power and toughness are equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. Wow.
It is Downfall's Graveyard Hate.
Yeah. At the beginning of your upkeep, tap Apocalypse Demon unless you sacrifice another creature. so easily beatable though, because all it takes is Tormod Crypt or Bajuka Bog or something like that. In the standard format, that's probably would be pretty good, because right now I'm not seeing very much graveyard hate in the set, and I don't really know if there's a lot of graveyard hate in standard right now. So that actually might be one to look out for in standard rotation. Keep in mind, I haven't actually played standard in like 3 years now, so the last full standard rotation I played was Theros and Gatecrash. So,
alright. Well, I saw a foil while pulling out the comments. So we got Ibnu Rivulet. What the fuck? Basically, the fancy blue desert.
Blue Weird Land.
Blue desert. Vizier the True. Let's see, whenever a creature whenever you exert a creature, tap target creature opponent controls. Okay. Ominous Sphinx. And okay, so we got our rares. 2 green is Rona's Last Stand. Create a 5/4 green snake creature token. Lands you control don't untap during your next untap step for 2 green. Okay. And a foil of the Locust God.
Hell yeah. See, I gotta look that up right now. So just give me a minute. Keep on talking about it.
All right. So yeah, look at that purdy. Look at him. He's all shiny and shit.
Compare the two.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What was I gonna say? One's shiny, one's not shiny. Shiny and not shiny.
So I'm looking up right now on TCGplayer.com the Locust God prices as of July 14 at 1:53 p.m. Regular seems to be 708. Get ready. Foil, listed median, $26.
Damn.
So you did good.
Yeah.
You did good. And I feel that seeing how good that card is, I think it's going to hold that price pretty decently for a while.
Oh yeah, this guy has a lot of interesting bids because if you have a mill deck, you can just spam tokens with it because whenever you draw, he creates the 1/1 insect for flying and haste.
Yeah.
And then his effect, it allows you to draw and then discard. You can even mill more into that. But I love the way they did the gods now, instead of making them indestructible or all that fun crap, or the ones that they did before where they're technically an enchantment until you have X amount of devotion.
Yeah, yeah.
I like this of when it dies, beginning of next end step, comes back. So you've got to exile these guys.
Yeah. So I think this immediately becomes the EDH staple sort of card.
Well, it works for a creature that's supposed to be a god, where it's such a threat you have to exile it. You can't just kill it, because it's a god.
It's only a god if you stop believing in it.
Now, I wonder if we're going to get the green hour rare. I got it in the fat pack when it looks like you see the scorpion god touching Rona, and it just looks like it is the rapiest looking art I've ever seen.
No,
he's just reaching around and touching him on the shoulder, but it looks so rapey. Oh, Verona's face makes it look so rapey, and then if you read the lore, he dies. So it's like, oh yeah, he dies right after that. So it's just like, it's the most disturbing art I've ever seen, because it's just like,
Magic is good at that. At giving you really disturbing art, you think about it a little bit too long.
Exactly.
Alright, so our first uncommon out of this pack, Angel of the God Pharaoh, Supreme Will. So at least we got some sort of hard counter. Well, I mean, it's unless controller pays 3, so. Liliana's Defeat. And Nimble Obstructionist is our rare. 2 and a blue, flash flying, cycling for 2 and a blue. When you cycle Nimble Obstructionist, counter target activated or triggered ability you don't control. So it's basically a stifle effect. That's a stifle for 3 CMC though. I mean, it's good. I can see where it's good in standard, right?
One thing I do admit I kind of think is cool in this set is how the fact that angels are actually evil.
Well, I mean,
because they're all pledged into Nicobolus. They're evil in this set.
So they're slaves.
Yeah. Well, most of them are willingly pledged to Nicobolus.
Well.
But, you know, he manipulated them.
That's a lack of options right there.
Alright. We got another farm and market. Quarry beetle. Another inferno chip. And a scarab god.
There you go.
Alright, so we got two of the guys.
That's the blue-black version?
Yeah, the blue-black god. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses X life, and you scry X, where X is the number of zombies you control.
Nice.
Yep. So, black, blue, and 2. Exile target creature card from the graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. And when the Scarab God dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of next end step. He is a black, a blue, and 3.
And that's a good card.
Yeah.
Financially, that's a good card because I just looked that one up on TCG Player. Take a guess. What TCG Player has it right now, 2 o'clock, July 14, for a median price.
For the non-foil Scarab God.
Yep.
$15.
$15.23.
Wow.
There you go. And he didn't even look it up.
Yeah. And we got a foil Gideon's Defeat.
Wah wah.
Yep. And then a swamp and a cat.
Although I mean, it could be. It could be good. I haven't really read into what the interactions will be.
Alright, one thing I do like, and I'm going to point this out, I love the art on the new swamps. The River of Blood and the Devastation. It's beautiful. Like, to the point where in my decks with black, I might change all my swamps to these, just because the River of Blood is just something I like.
Alright, out of this pack I just opened, we got Fervent Paincaster as our first uncommon, Overcome, Dagger of the Worthy, Pride Sovereign is our rare, 2 and a green, creature, cat, 2/2. It gets +1/+1 for each other cat you control. Okay, you can play a plains and tap, exert it, create 2 white cat creature tokens with a lifelink. So it's a cat lord for itself. That's really not bad, actually. And I think that's so we got 1 mythic foil, and we've got 3 mythics out of this box so far.
Yep, so far.
Not turning out to be a terribly bad box.
And we technically got 1 full set of the Locust God having his foil and not foil, which is kind of nice to get. Like, not a full play set, but
we got 1 of each, which is good.
Alright, let's see what we got. Fluff, 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 fluff. So, we got a Naga, Sinuous Striker, we got the Ifinar Deadlands, the Black Desert, Vile Manifestation. It's +1/+0 for each card cycling in your graveyard. It's 0/4. And we got Ramuntep's Excavator. You can play land cards from your graveyard. So literally this creature is a mini Crucible World. Another full art swamp.
I mean, I'm going to keep on harping on it. EDH deck, man.
Yeah. That is kind of cool to have a little creature that basically gives you that Crucible World effect. Except, you know, he's more susceptible to death.
Alright. First uncommon. Quarry Beetle. Desert's Hold. Riddle Form. Bantu's Last Reckoning. This is the one I wanted for my black and white EDH.
Yeah.
1 and 2 black, sorcery, destroy all creatures. Lands you control don't untap during your next untap step. Like, sure.
I mean, you manage yourself, but
I will gladly take a turn off to get rid of every creature on the board.
granted, if your board head steps up the way it normally does, because he has 2 ways for his mana in his EDH deck. He has Artifact Ramp like crazy, and land. So if he Artifact Ramps up and then does that, it's really no downside.
That, and I've got the artifacts that'll, if I play a spell, untap all non-land permanents I control.
That too.
So just untap all of the mana rocks and keep on going, son.
Mm-hmm. Oh look, another Manolith.
Worst mana rock ever.
Yep. Another Crypt of Eternals, Bloodwater Entity, Sunscorched Champion, and I put mine over there first. Hazaret's Undying Fury. Rare, it's 2 red and 4. Shuffle your library. Then exile the top 4 cards. You may cast any number of non-land cards that convert mana cost 5 or less from among them without paying their mana cost. Lands you control don't untap during your next untap step. And let's show it all. Trying to figure out which guy that was. It looks like the Anubis blank one. It looks like that was a dog hit. Then we got a full art plane.
No, Hazaret's the cat god.
No, the cat guy was a catcher.
Okay, yeah. So I guess Hazaret would be the Anubis type god.
Yep. That is kind of cool with it being under 5. Like,
yeah.
so if you got lucky and had a lot of low cost spells up there.
Yeah. We're kind of running out of foils. We're losing gas on the foil train.
Mm-hmm.
Razaketh's Right, first uncommon. Chandra's Defeat. Tenacious Hunter. Torment of Hailfire. X and 2 black, sorcery. Repeat the following process X times. I already like this card. Each opponent loses 3 life unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent or discards a card. Oh man.
That is a nice one.
That's another one. That's going directly to my deck. And a foil, just basic card frame mountain because reasons.
Alright.
I sat there and said something about the foils, running out of foils, and you get a basic frame foil mountain.
Alright. Crypt of Condemnation. Exile a target card from a graveyard for 1. Exile Crypt of Condemnation. Exile all cards from all graveyards. Nice little exiler. Merciless Eternal. We already got him. Cosign to Oblivion. Hey, look, the white card.
Solemnity. There it is.
Yep. For 1 white and 2, players can't get counters. Counters can't be put on artifact, creatures, enchantments, or lands. It is basically the biggest counter to half the cards in this set.
That's a staple for sure, man. Right there.
And then we got a foil of Granitic Titan. And 5/4 Menace, common. Then we got planes and token.
Let me see this.
Yep.
It's I was thinking it was going to be granitic, like granite, the rock. I guess you could pronounce it that way.
Maybe.
I should know. I'm a driller for a living. Like, I know about drilling rock. That is what I do. All right.
Wizards done messed up. They couldn't spell granite.
Oh no, it's spelled appropriately. It looks weird being written, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, first uncommon, unconventional tactics. Ramunap Ruins. That's an interesting uncommon land. I mean, I think that has playability. Not much, but some. Bane Whip Punisher and our foil, Endless Sands. Ooh, rare land. Land desert, tap to add a colorless, tap 2, or pay 2, tap, exile target creature you control, pay 4, tap, sacrifice Endless Sands, return each creature card with exiled with Endless Sands to the battlefield under his owner's control. Not terrible. Alright, we got 4 packs left here.
Yep. Let's hope we find some more epic stuff. So I'd laugh if some of the really good ones are in the 6 that got exiled.
Oh yeah, like the invocation. Right there. In these 3 packs that we're going to have to not open this episode.
Alright, we got Jace's Defeat, Resolute Survivors, Burning Fist Minotaur. Use a red and a 1, first strike, discard card, Burning Fist Minotaur gets +2/+2 until end of turn.
My
One,
not
two, one.
PG imagination just went way outboard with that one.
Oh, here's a good blue spell. I got one before in the Fat Pack. It is Swarm Intelligence. For 1 blue and 6, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. That, and obviously it's got the Locust God. Pair it with him, and you got a really interesting, devastating combo. Especially if you did things that made you draw or mill.
See, this is another thing I kind of really like that they've done in Amonkhet and now Hour of Devastation, where they're giving you the punch card tokens, I guess, or
Markers,
markers, yeah. Because I like this, because keeping track of it with like dice, when most people only have a single color dice, like all the dice I own are black with white pips. So it's really hard to keep track sometimes of, is that a -1/-1 counter, is that a +1/+1 counter, or something like that. So this I like.